Looks like there is going to be a war between China and Taiwan this time. Obviously, this is going to be a lot more dangerous than other wars because this time two superpowers, they are going to be facing head on, China and US. Now, let's take a look at this report, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is what is coming. China's military, quote unquote, prepares for war. President Xi Jinping of China has directed for his troops to strengthen and prepare for imminent combat. Xi recently visited a brigade of the People's Liberation Army rocket force. China is likely preparing for an invasion of Taiwan. They see their opportunity as America is overextended and is in political turmoil. China understands if they act, it just be before Trump comes into office. And you can see that here you have Xi Jinping giving a speech to his military. Huge military China has. Another report said Chinese President Xi Jinping has urged troops to enhance their readiness for war during a recent visit to People's Liberation Army Rocket Force Brigade. Quote, the military should comprehensively strengthen training and preparation for war and ensure troops have solid combat capabilities, quote unquote, Xi stated, emphasizing the need for heightened military preparedness. Of course, this is coming at a time also when we are seeing what is happening in Gaza, and China is also using the same rhetoric. China has the right to defend itself. Now, don't go anywhere. I'm not done. Let's take a listen at this report first from Fox News, and then I will play two other videos. Then you'll know why Fox News this time makes some sense.
Well, Sandra, in their first ever public appearance together, the world's top spy chiefs, CIA Director Bill Burns and Britain's MI6 chief Richard Moore, warned of increased partnerships between Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, while urging in a joint op-ed for the West to stay the course in Ukraine.
You can see North Korean weaponry, you can see Iranian drones, you can see the sort of help that the Chinese have provided through sort of dual-use type material.
I mean, we see the way in which, China and Russia, Iran, Russia, North Korea are working together. They're two-way streets, the defense partnerships.
Well, Sandra, in their first ever public appearance together, the world's top spy chiefs, CIA Director Bill Burns and Britain's MI6.
So for the first time, quote unquote, according to Fox News, first time MI6, UK British intelligence, and also CIA, US intelligence have met together first time. So this is very, very important and significant. And the second thing is that they have mentioned that North Korea, Russia, China, and Iran, they are now a military alliance. Now take a look at this report. You'll know what I'm talking about. So there is an estimated 10,000 North Korean soldiers joined the Russian in the war against Ukraine. That's the essence of the axis of evil coming from a post of a Zionist, looks like. Russia and China provide backing in the Security Council. Iran and North Korea provide troops, and Qatar provides the money. Doesn't matter what they say about Qatar and all these countries, because what Israel is doing is much horrible, and what US is doing. But the point here is, 10,000 North Korean troops have joined the Russian ranks in the military. Shows how close they are and how willing they are to fight together against the European colonialism. Now, don't go anywhere, because I have some other important news. What MI6 and what CIA is saying is absolutely 100% true, because these countries, North Korea and Russia and China, they are ganging up together. Not only this, but also take a look at this one. Also, Iran is getting help. So this is coming. Israel's Mariv newspaper looks like. Iran said Iran received or will receive, quote unquote, Silent Hunter laser systems, EW Tech S-400 air defense systems, and Su-35 fighter jets from Russia and China. By the way, guys, Su-35 fighter jets is equivalent to F-35 fighter jet that US has. Even though I believe F-35 is much more powerful than S-35. Is it F-35 that US has? Yeah, F-35. I think so, yeah. And the other one they have is F-16. Israel warns of a quote-unquote tectonic shift. Israel warns a tectonic shift in the global order. Means there is a earthquake-like thing happening in the global order that will shake everything and reshape everything at the same time. Now, again, Iran is getting all of these weapons from Russia. Russia is getting help from North Korea. China is now attacking Taiwan with the help, obviously, of Russia and Iran, and their backing, and North Korean help. And what CIA and MI6 said in that particular interview I just played you from Fox News, this one is 100% true. So yeah, Fox News, you spoke the truth this time, that yeah, the Western countries are now going to be facing huge military alliance coming from Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran, especially these countries. Now, if you ask me about the strength of China, I am going to be telling you that I'm much more worried when China goes to war than US. Why? Because Chinese military, number one, is huge, and sometimes when you see them on TV, it just scares me. This is how big and organized they are. Chinese President Xi Jinping this week called on military to increase its readiness for war. This statement came just days after Beijing conducted large-scale military exercises around Taiwan. Reports coming from Xinhua is a Chinese news outlet, so they are not bluffing, and nobody is bluffing. They were waiting to attack Taiwan for a very long time. I believe this time something will happen. I cannot guarantee, I cannot promise anything, but I think there's a good possibility that there will be a war between China and Taiwan. During a visit to the People's Liberation Army Missile Force Brigade, Xi Jinping said the military should comprehensively strengthen war preparations and ensure that the troops have reliable combat capabilities. According to him, the soldiers should strengthen their strategic deterrence and combat capabilities. Conflict between Taiwan and China. Now, this is where things get very, very serious. See, China has recently threatened that it will, quote-unquote, never give up the use of force against Taiwan. Quote-unquote, never give up the use of force. This is their position all along. Since last week, the conflict between the parties has flared up again. China launched large-scale military exercises in the Taiwan Channel. The island condemned Beijing's actions and said it was ready to respond to any steps. Later, Taiwan said that Chinese ships had entered closed waters. I'm going to be quoting this one more time. Chinese ships had entered, quote-unquote, closed waters. The Pentagon responded to China's actions and reminded that the United States was ready to maintain stability in the Indo-Pacific region. Nobody cares. What U.S. has to say, nobody cares. There is going to be this BRICS summit in Russia. I believe it will happen on October 27th, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the date. After that BRICS summit, there will be multi-currency trade exchange between countries. Dollar is gone. Nobody cares about dollar, especially Russia, China, BRICS nations. They don't care about dollar. The days are over, guys. The dollar hegemony that it had enjoyed for so many years is gone now. Nobody cares about US sanction. No one. The only countries who are still with US dollar, i.e. Turkey, they are trying to get out of this. And this is why Turkey has also joined the BRICS. Now, US ready to invite Ukraine to NATO. This is crazy news. I think you should take a look. These guys are lunatics. This is why Russia is in Ukraine, so that Ukraine will not join NATO. And they are now ready to invite Ukraine for what? To have a World War III? So US is escalating all the time when they always talk about, oh, de-escalation. We are ready to maintain stability, quote unquote. Right? This is what I just read to you guys. This is what they said. We are ready to maintain. And then the next thing you read is that we are ready to invite Ukraine to NATO so that Russia will attack Ukraine and NATO and there will be World War III. And we don't care. But we want to maintain stability. Hey, we want peace. We don't want any fight. These people are losing their mind. I mean, U.S. administration, especially under Joe Biden, they don't know what they're doing. They want to have the cake and eat it too. And so they are meeting with this guy, Zionist Zelensky, Volodymyr Zelensky, and provoking him, encouraging him to fight with Russia. The war that he can never win, But this is what US has become. Their foreign policy is totally messed up and very, very dangerous. The United States no longer objects to Ukraine's invitation to NATO. Can you believe this? The change, and this is coming in a Chinese newspaper, Xinhua. The change in the U.S. position may further influence Berlin's opinion, reports Le Monde. Okay, Le Monde, I don't know. I think it's a French, I don't know. A German, I don't know. The newspaper noted that U.S. President Joe Biden discussed a plan for Ukraine's victory with the leaders of Germany, France, and the United Kingdom in Berlin on Friday. So why Joe Biden went to Germany and why he received that medal for killing 42,000 plus innocent civilians in Gaza? You know why, right? Because they also are now realizing that their alliance must be strengthened, because the alliance of their enemies are getting stronger every single day. So Germany, France, US, and UK, all of these countries, they are now convinced that the world is no longer the same. As Israeli media said, or Israeli military, I think they said, there is a tectonic shift in the global world order. And so the US is now waking up to the reality that they are not the superpower of the world anymore. Of course they are, but you get my point. Russia and China is there too. So these countries are also the superpower, and they are ready to exert their forces and flex their muscle. The good old days for US is over. So that now a good thing is that they're realizing that we need to coalesce with countries like Germany, France, UK, and the European nations in order to fight the upcoming World War III. As it turned out, the United States, which together with Germany has been blocking Ukraine's accession to NATO, now has no fundamental objection to a simple invitation to Kyiv to join the alliance. Can you believe this? How lunatic these people are? According to an anonymous European diplomat, if Democratic candidate Kamala Harris wins the U.S. presidential election, it can be assured that Joe Biden will start working on an invitation to Ukraine during the transition period. Unbelievable, guys, unbelievable. But anyways, what is believable right now is that we are going to be seeing a war very, very soon between China and Taiwan. And what we will find out next thing is there is a world war happening, and we need to really aware of this situation and call our governments, local governments, everybody possible to stop this lunatic maniac behavior that would lead the annihilation of the entire world, the one we know today and we love so much today. I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.